How about questions?
Were they as fast live in person as you thought they would be in watching them on film?
Well, I think they caught our secondary off guard a little bit in the first half. We knew that they had, really, really good players, but we don't face that very often, and so I think our guys. That'll do it. All right. That'll do it.
Try that.
All right. Something's working tonight. No, I just thought, our guys really didn't respect their foot speed enough in the first half, and we did a better job in the second half. But we dug such a big hole for ourselves, just made it really tough, and didn't have any offensive production in the first half to speak of, and that was a problem. We felt like going in that, if we didn't have a little bit of clock time and some possessions, some first downs, that it would be tough putting our defense back out there for those guys. So. I think we got beat today by a really good football team.
Clemson could put up 35 in a hurry on anybody, but it was a little bit harder to explain given the fact that you guys had gotten healthier, Jim, and you were playing really good football defensively the last couple of weeks.
Well, I think our issue's big plays. That's what I thought we played the running game great today. I thought we corralled that pretty good. And really, some of the throws were throws that the ball was in the air long enough for us to get there. But, we just, I really think first half we underestimated their foot speed. One of the things that was really disappointing was the fumble in the short score. If we go in 28-7, and then when we score, now we're 28-13, missed extra point, but now you're a two-score game, and there's a little more energy and a little more enthusiasm. So, the short field was the hardest one, I think. But again, big throws got us. Not just that, but they got us.
Was there a situation where your safeties did not get over in time? Because a couple of them, they were by the quarterbacks a long way. It seemed like there should have been some safety help in there.
Yeah, I think it was a combination. I think a couple of times it was safeties and a couple of times corners. It just and what happens sometimes. You give up a big player or two, and it kind of gets everybody kind of spooky back there, and then you end up giving up a couple more by not playing real aggressively. And so, but I think Watkins is pretty good, and Hopkins is pretty good, and all. There's some good receivers over around catching football.
Do you think you guys just didn't respect their speed?
Well, I think that, I don't know that we didn't respect it. I think we didn't realize how fast those guys were. I think that, they got behind us a couple of times, and I thought, we had played pretty good coverage and getting a foot race. And then I thought Taj Boyd did a nice job dropping the ball on those guys. 2 or 3 of those passes were close enough to maybe get an arm in and knock them down, but they're right where they need to be. So it was a combination of really good receivers, but a quarterback that was dropping it on them.
What about the knocks? It looked like Noel was flexing his ankle. Was his ankle that took him out of the game?
I'm not sure, Dan. Okay. I'm not sure.
Nice to get Camp back, and how do you think he looked? 6 catches and 52 yards.
Well, I thought he looked okay. I thought, we missed him a couple times when we could have gotten it in there to him, but I thought he really played pretty good for having missed, over 3 weeks. And it'd be nice to have him back full speed and healthy and getting a full practice under his belt.
Day or two, too. You'll have an extra day or two, too.
Yeah. We're gonna give him tomorrow off and then practice Saturday, and hopefully by the time we play BC, we'll have camp full speed and a whole week of practice. Yeah, that'll be good.
Did you feel like it had to be a low-scoring game for you?
No, I felt like what I'd hoped for was turnovers. I hope defensively we forced 3 turnovers last week, and I was hopeful that we had our hands down in Death Valley last year. We had our hands on a bunch of footballs, and didn't come up with all of them, but we played better pass defense last year against these guys, and I was hopeful that if we were able to win the turnover battle, that might lead to a couple short scores, and I don't know, Lennox, I really didn't feel like we could score 16 points like we did at Virginia and win tonight. I thought we had to have some points on the board, but I was hopeful that our defense would be a little bit more opportunistic, and we went into the game knowing that they had big play potential. So we coached it and talked about it all week, but I don't know how many big throws they had, but it was at least a handful of home run type throws.
What are your thoughts on the 4th and 1 or 2, and they're 39 there in the first half, and still scoreless again?
In the go ahead.
Was the 39 and Kendall ended up punting in the end zone?
Yeah, I thought we were just playing good defense. We really played well, and that's kind of my decisions. If we're playing really good defense, I try to do the field position thing. And Alex has been so good at pooch punting the ball, and I was hopeful we'd get him down inside the 10 maybe, and we were playing really good defense at the time and hold them and get the field position back. And that was, sometimes you think you're doing good things. I thought the same thing in the 4th quarter. We still had a whole bunch of time left, and we'd thrown 2 bad balls, and we had 4th and 6, and you want to go for it, but we played great defense the whole second half, and I was hopeful we could punt the ball down and hold them, and they drive 80-some yards and score. So sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, but it doesn't come out that way.
You need 2 in the last 4 to be eligible. How do you feel about your chance?
Well, I have no idea, Rob. I think that's going to be up to our players. I think we've got good enough talent to win games, but we certainly can't play like we did tonight. I got to keep getting back to, I think we played a good team. I think Clemson's a really talented football team, but we had some goofy penalties tonight. We did some things, kind of on our own that we weren't coached to do. Players need to listen sometimes a little better. And then we got to look at ourselves. I think one of the things that we've got to do is, we got to come in tomorrow as coaches and look at the film and see if we ask our guys to do a little bit too much. I know we had a lot of game plan in offensively, thinking we would need that. And don't know how Brian feels defensively. If we maybe had, I don't think we had too much defense in, but for some reason we made some mistakes. So I think the things we got to look at are the mistakes we made, where that could have helped us, and then, were the coaches part of those mistakes. So, you just got to evaluate. But I think, we got 4 games left to go, and we got a chance to win games. We just got to play better. We got to coach better.
When Stephen Chase came off, was it the knee that has the ACL, or the knee that doesn't?
He's not sure. He thinks it's just the just kind of felt funny to him when he went down, and so hopefully it's not. We need to start deciding. If he's going to miss a little bit of playing time, we might well go ahead and get him fixed. But that hurt us. He was playing pretty good, I think, especially with all the throwing we were trying to do in the second half. I think he was doing a pretty good job in pass protection, so that hurt us a little bit.
Was it the knee that had been damaged?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.